Escape from Flare Industries. Here's a new puzzle platformer from the indie developer Helix Games, which has brought us the good title of Don't Touch Anything Red and the not so great title of Neon Battle. First off, I need to tell you this was sent to me from the publisher. So like always, I'm going to disclose that. Usually I would show the first third of a game so it wouldn't spoil anything, but this title is so short. I'd be showing you the first 5 levels over and over again. So I'm just going to show you the whole thing. Plus there's the ending boss fight, which I really need to talk about. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a puzzle platformer. The plot is that you control a reject slime who has somehow found a way to escape the factory. These slimes are supposed to be cheap disposable items for children to play with. You know, like a pet rock, only with feelings. But it's okay to chuck this one in the trash. How messed up is that? The commercial they use even says this. This slime lives off lights, so you're going to need to recharge your slime occasionally by putting it in the light. Even though there is light everywhere in this place, I guess it takes a particular kind of light. I don't even want to try and understand this whole slime biology. But there are lights aplenty, so this isn't really an issue. In fact, some of the lights are rotational, and you have full control of it, so it keeps it easier to keep the little slime alive. The goal of each level is to find your way out of the room. Sometimes you're going to need to find a switch or a fellow slime that needs to be freed too. You can also find a vial in each level as an optional objective. Why the slime who can't eat or drink anything would want a vial of liquid is beyond me. It's not even explained. It's just a collectible just to be one. Why not a hairbrush or an old TV guide? I mean, it makes about as much sense. There is an easy or a hard mode. If you're in easy mode, as long as you don't lose all your life, you can respawn at the last platform you were on. In hard mode, spikes will actually kill you instead of just respawn you. Now I have quite a few problems with this title. First being that it's only 16 levels long. That means you could beat the game in about 30 to 40 minutes. It might be even quicker if the controls weren't such a mess. The problem with the controls is that they were just too sensitive or glitchy. You would often find yourself jumping over a platform or glitching through a box you need to move. I ran into this box glitch only when I was on a moving platform, but it was such a pain to finish the level because of it. I had to move very slowly or it would glitch me through to the other side of the box, and that would usually kill me because I have to jump back and I don't miss. The whole box moving mechanic was really annoying. You had to keep pressing the button to move the box instead of just pushing against it to move it. It really slowed down the flow of the game because of it. Plus the way the box would just sit on the edge because an atom of it was just touching the side was just weird and off-putting. There's just no sense of physics in this game at all. Another frustrating thing about the controls was the super jump controls. You could use the ZL button to do a super jump, which would take half your life. However, you could also do it by moving your gamepad upward, and I often found myself doing this by accident and dying unfairly because of it. Speaking of unfair, after making it through 15 levels, you'll come across the president of the company, who will try and kill you. This guy is tough. I spent a good 15 minutes just to get past this part and his cheat moves. The guy could teleport around the screen, never letting you heal at all. He had no discernible pattern. And you see those little empty spaces on the top of the screen? You can actually jump through those and die. There's no reason for those to be there other than to make this even harder. I was getting so frustrated until I realized that on the easy mode, if you jump into the spikes, you'll just respawn with all your energy. So I figured out if your life is almost gone, just jump into some spikes and you'll get all your life back and you'll just be right back where you started. No harm, no foul. Was it cheating the system? Yeah! This guy was incredibly hard without doing that. It was such an odd turn for such a game that was slowly turning up the difficulty to go from 10 to 200 miles per hour in just one stage. Now after I beat him, the credits rolled. I was dumbfounded. I had no idea at the time it was such a short game. I figured that was like the first stage boss. But that was it! $3.99 for a game that lasts for under an hour. Sure, you could go for the collectible in every level, but that would only add a few more minutes. Escape from Flare Industries wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It felt like a first stage that never got expanded on. Graphically, it was very simple looking, and it controlled poorly at times. I like the cutscenes that showed up at the beginning. I just wish there was more of them. Or more of anything. There was just so little to this game, and for the price they're currently asking, I say you should just go ahead and skip it. Well, that's my review of Escape from Flare Industries. Why don't you check out my last review of Star Fox Zero? Or you can check out a better game called Don't Touch Anything Red. You can follow me at Twitter at Wiiviewer, and thank you for watching.